Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to look at this Russian Tier 8 light tank, the LT-432. Now, of course, there is a reason why we are looking at this tank. So, basically, you are going to be able to get this tank for absolutely nothing. Yes, you can get this tank for free. Wargaming are doing an event where all you've got to do is enter the game every single day and open up the Advent calendar. So basically it's an Advent calendar that you have to open the game every single day, and then at the end of it you will be able to get this tank. Now, the tank is not special by any means, so don't think that you are getting a very, very special tank, because you're not. It's an okay tank at best, like literally, and that's being generous. I don't think the tank is fantastic at all, but it's okay, and considering it's going to be a free tank, you can't really complain too much. So let's have a look at the stats of the tank, then we just get into a couple of games. So of course it is a light tank, so you do have that concealment in movement. The armor profile is really kind of non-existent. You can get some troll bounces, but it's 100 mil on your turret and only 70 mils on your hull. But again, it is a light tank. Don't expect all the armor in the world. The DPM, I think, is, at 2017. That is with, of course, running calibrated shells, because you do need to run calibrated shells. You've got a reload of 8.33, and your penetration is 184 on your APCR, 254 on your AP, which your AP is your premium pen, and then 54 on your HE. You've got a 280 alpha gun, 240 on your AP, and 350 on your HE. Your aim time is 3.3, so nothing special, and the same as the gun dispersion, 0.344, nothing special whatsoever. And of course, to finish it off, you do only have 5 degrees in gun depression, which is also very, very poor. You do have 70 kilometers an hour forward and 30 in reverse, so it maneuvers very, very well. It's a very quick tank, but yeah, I just think it's too many negatives about the tank. But having said that, I don't think it's a really bad tank, and likewise, I don't think it's like a very good tank. I think it's okay. I would even say it is below average. But again, that's my opinion. That is my opinion. But considering you will be getting this tank for free, again, as I've said, you can't complain too much. Now, ideally, you want to be playing this like a light tank. Of course, it is a light tank, but there's some light tanks out there that you could play like a medium, or you could play differently. The same as tank destroyers. There's some tank destroyers out there that you can play as a tank destroyer, or you can kind of play it like a heavy, or even heavies. There is some heavies that you can play as medium. So this tank, you really do need to play it like a light tank, because other than that, there isn't too much going for it, and you're just going to get penetrated all day long. You're going to struggle to penetrate some heavies that are in front of you, and you're going to literally get penetrated all day long. Now, this game, we do have a couple of very troll bounces, but likewise the same with me as well. I'm gonna shoot the enemy, and it almost cost me my life, so it can be very, very frustrating. So again, at the moment it is a 5 versus 6, so I'm gonna go and push this tiger with my friend. So he's now down to a 1-shot, so I'm thinking, okay, I'm getting shot from behind, I need to push this tiger, go to the side, and then hopefully I can clear him. But I took the shot too early, to be fair, and because of that, I'm now going to get shot from the tiger, which now makes me a 1-shot against a few of these tanks, which is very, very, very frustrating. Now, when I'm talking about the accuracy, the aim time, I mean, just watch this. I'm aiming, and look where it goes. Like, nowhere near. I wasn't moving. That was, like, still, and it just went nowhere near. So the accuracy, the aim time, I think could be better on the tank. yeah, I don't think there's too much going for it. But again, it's a free tank. It's going to be a free tank. Again, all you've got to do is enter the game. I can't remember how many days for, but I'm sure by the time this video is released, you will already know that anyway. So this is the first lucky bounce we're going to get. And again, that wasn't because of my armor. That was just because of my angles. It becomes like an auto bounce zone. So I'm always going to bounce that. And then I'll pretty much do the exact same in a minute as well. So we're going to look at getting at least one more shot into this guy. It's a 4 versus 2 now. We're winning. I'm not too bothered about the damage because I am, well, I don't get another bounce. I only get the one bounce. But at least we get another shot. And are we going to be able to get the kill? No, we're not. So 1800 damage. I mean, that's nothing. 1800 damage is absolutely nothing at all. And it felt like I had a really good game, and that's the most frustrating thing about the tank. Like, sometimes it does feel like you have a really, really good game, and then you get to the end, and then you're like, oh, is that all I've done? But the biggest thing for me about the tank, and about a lot of tanks to be fair, is the gun depression. I love gun depression. Honestly, gun depression is fun depression. The more gun depression you have, the better positions you can get in. Of course, like that shot, I would have been able to get a proper shot on that T-32, but because of my gun depression, I shot his turret. So, and even here, I can't get my gun down. I know he's dropping, but for me to get my shot off, look, I mean, I have to drop down all the way, literally all the way, which then is going to take me longer to back up to try and get out of the way. So where if I had gun depression, you don't have to drop as far forward. You can hide a lot easier. And again, that bounce there was my fault. I don't even know why I attempted that. I knew I wasn't going to penetrate him. So far we've only done 1,000 damage. And again, here we're going to struggle. Look, I mean, I just can't get this shot off, and I only just about got that shot off on the T-32, which I still bounce. So very, very frustrating. And some of these shots that I'm having, yeah, some of it is my fault. They could have easily cost us the game. If I die now, it's a 2 versus 2. Yes, we're winning on supremacy points, which is our kind of our savior as well, because it puts pressure on the enemy team. But, you know, both games I've done 1800 damage, and it was nothing special at all. But, you know, thank you for Wargaming for actually giving tanks, and that they don't get the recognition that they deserve sometimes. You know, at the end of the day, it's a free tank to go with all the other free tanks that Wargaming have previously given us. So again, it's a free tank. All you've got to do is enter the game. I don't even think you have to play the game. Just enter the game, open up your advent calendar, then at the end of it, the tank is yours. So perfect for a free-to-play player. Let me know what you think of the LT432 in the comments below. But for now, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm meadsy69, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye-bye.